Hello and welcome back to another episode of RC Icons. So you've seen the thumbnail and you're probably asking yourself, Keith, I saw your part 2 of the Ninja and that car is done. So what are you doing now with part 3? Well, it's funny that you ask. If you watched part 2, you'll remember something I said in that video. Before I get to that, if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2 of my Marui Ninja restoration, go back and take a look at those videos and then come back and watch this one. If you've seen those two before, you'll remember in part 2, I was talking about the tires and how I wasn't happy with them because although the car came out absolutely mint, not a scratch on it with the new plastics, new body with original decals. It's a Riri body, TBG body. We got the tire writing done, but you'll remember from that video that the tires were severely cracked and worn. And in that video, I said that those tires are just ridiculous to find and that I may end up sourcing another car just for the tires. Can't help myself. So, the story goes, I was talking with Glenn. Of course I was talking with Glenn. Glenn got a Shogun, and he was showing me the Shogun, and he was talking about the Shogun, and I was talking about how that's the car that has eluded me for 2 years. I've never even seen one for sale. And he hooked me up with Jay at Jay Hobbies, who's known as Mr. Marui. Jay has an unbelievable Marui collection. So he put me in touch with Jay, and thank God he did. Because, first of all, Jay had a Shogun for me. And that's absolutely mint. How psyched am I? Thank you, Jay. So happy to have that car finally. And because Jay's Mr. Marui, I was like, you don't happen to have a set of Ninja tires laying around that are in decent shape? And he's like, no, I don't. But I have a Ninja laying around that's got nice tires on it. I was like, oh, okay, I see where we're going with this. So, of course, I bought it for the tires, but it's kind of funny because I was like, well, what's the deal with the car? And I'll bring the camera over and show you, but apparently Machinist owned this car, and you'll see 2 little silver dots here. He decided to put ball bearings in it, and when he did, he actually modified the gearboxes and put like he epoxied in like aluminum cups to hold bearing cups to hold the bearings. So it's been modified, and it's cool as hell. But the car is in desperate need of restoration. Oops, I didn't know there was no body pins. The chassis is pretty well beat. This front bulkhead and mini bumper is pretty well beat, but the arms are brand new on it, and the rear engine cover and rear bumper are brand new on it. So I'll bring the camera over so you can take a look. I have another set of plastics from when I restored the other Ninja. So I think what the intention is going to be is to car feels great, diffs feel great. We're going to take these wheels and tires. So the wheels are absolutely perfect. The tires are absolutely perfect. They look almost brand new. So I'm stoked to have them. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is we're going to take these wheels and tires. We're going to, first of all, get them cleaned up. We're going to do the tire writing. We're going to put them on my Mint Ninja. We're going to take these wheels and tires off, obviously. We're going to put them on this Ninja. And then this Ninja, I'm not going to do a whole lot more with it, but I'm probably going to sell or give this Ninja away. We might raffle this one off on the channel. Just because I can, and someone can do something with it. So I have the other plastic set sitting over here. So I'll send the car off with the plastics that I have. and whoever wins it will get a complete Ninja. Bear in mind, it'll need new tires. So he actually gave me 2 other tires that he had spare. These ones are in a little bit of a state as well, but they're not cracked. I think you could probably run these if you put foams in them. So regardless, we'll just take all of the leftover Ninja stuff and we'll put it in one package and do a giveaway with it. How's that sound? Tell me in the comments if you think that's a good idea. I mean, it's all ball raced. Everything is here. The the mechanical speed controllers in the car. The resistors are here. Everything is here. It's got the black Mabuchi motor in it. So the car's complete. It would just need, you know, some restoration work. Although with that being said, it's got a fair amount of new plastics underneath that are absolutely perfect. So it's not like it would need a whole lot. Another chassis might come up someday. Who knows? I was lucky enough to find one. So let me bring the camera over and I'll show you these cars real quick. I'll show you the Shogun, but real quick, because that's going to get its own video, because that's going to get a new body done on it. The chassis itself is absolutely mint. We may take it apart and clean it, but short of not, I don't have the big bumper for it, but that's really the only thing I'm missing. But the rest of the car is absolutely phenomenal. Tires are brand new, wheels are brand new, chassis, everything brand new. Just needs it just needs a new body. And I ordered a set of MCI reproduction decals. They're actually already here. So let me bring the camera over. I'll show you what we have, and then we'll get working on getting these tires swapped over so that my Ninja is 100% done and there's no part for. Let me bring the camera over. All right, so you can see all 3 cars. First of all, we'll show you. So this is the actual, you can see the cracking in the tires. I think you can see the cracking in the tires. Run straight through the tire writing. Front and rear is a big crack right here. You can see cracks all through these tires. Right, so just behind the glass, it's not the end of the world to have them looking like that, but this one's cracked all the way around the top of that Marui. Not sure if you can see it or not. While we're here, look at that chassis. How sweet is that? I love it. So yeah, that's what we're trying to fix. So obviously, these are the tires and wheels that we have to put on it. So these are absolutely in great shape. If you look at the wheels, the tires themselves, they have tons of tread. They still have rubber on the seam, the mold seam. So no flat spots. Absolutely gorgeous. Just needs the tire writing done. This one looks like it's got a couple of light scratches in it, so maybe we'll change that wheel. But I'll have to look at my wheels. But they're not terrible. They're actually in really good shape. So yeah, those will finish off my car. And then real quick, like I said, because this is going to get its own video. So this is the Shogun. Obviously not in box art. Should be all gold. Ready for this? And ta-da! Oh, how psyched am I? That thing is absolutely perfect. Love it. So same chassis as the Ninja, the Shogun. Just in a different color. The shock stays are different. You can see the angle of the shocks is a lot different in the rear end. And then the front shocks as well are different. So the the Shogun, the front end is more splayed. And then the rear end is more splayed as well. Yep, so this one has a mechanical speed control as well. It's got a Futaba receiver in it. So yeah, I mean, this thing is clean as a whistle too. So I don't know that we'll do anything with the chassis on this car. We'll probably just do a body on it, and that will be the end of it. So we're going to get this one put back in the cabinet until that day comes. And let's get started on getting these wheels off and getting them cleaned up. and getting some tire writing done. So hopefully this video is quick if we're just doing the tires. So let me get these wheels taken off, put to the side, get these wheels taken off, get them cleaned up, and start doing some tire writing. And I'll bring you back when I've got something to show you. Alright, so I stripped the cars down. I took the wheels off. So these are the original ones, like I showed you before. They're all tire cracked. The worst one was, this one is cracked right over the Marui, right over the top of the Marui, big cracks. So when I had done these, I actually super glued all the cracks and it seemed to work good. But these are the new ones. I tried doing the tire writing. There's some faint numbers on and letters on the sides of these, but there's just not enough raised section to actually get the tire writing done on those smaller numbers. If they were new, you could probably pull it off. And then I use, when I do my tire writing, I use the Sharpie Ultra Fine Tip oil-based paint pen. And usually the flow of the paint is good, but I don't know if it's just because it's summertime here in the U.S., but the paint is flowing, seems to be flowing really fast. So these were a little bit hard. Usually they're fairly easy because the letters are really raised edges and the paint will just stay right in there. But I did have to go around and do some exterior scraping on some of them. But they're good. I mean, I'm happy with them. I've been in construction 20 years, so, running power tools for 20 years, you end up with, like, that's no joke. That's the stillest my hand is. So I have a hard time with tire writing anyways. 20 years of running power tools, my hands are just toast. So I have a hard time with it. But, I'm my own worst critic. They're going to look great. So I'm gonna put them on the car real quick here. I'll bring you back to take a quick close up, and then we'll get you out for a closing. So I don't want this video to turn into a long one. You've seen enough of the Marui. So let me get the tires on real quick. I'll bring you right back. All right, so there you go. The donor car has my old wheels and tires on it. The diffs feel great. So yeah, the donor car I'm done with it. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this car. I've got another set of plastics. I think the chassis I have is actually, sorry for the camera movement. I think the chassis I have is actually in better shape. So these are all the plastics that came off of my car during the restoration. There goes a piece. So this chassis is actually in better shape than this car here. But these are all the plastics that came off of the car. If you watch the previous videos, you'll see this is the body that came off the car. If you watch the previous videos, you'll see that I changed every part and piece. Every piece of plastic on the car was changed to get to this state, which is absolutely mint now. And then what I didn't say when I was doing the body in part 2, this window is supposed to be cut out, and I didn't cut it out. I don't like that look personally myself. I don't think none of these 3 bodies are cut out like that, but the manual actually tells you to cut this window out. So yeah, that's it. My Marui Ninja is 100% restored. No more cracked tires. Looks absolutely gorgeous. And I am totally happy with it. It's going to stay just like that in the collection. Thank you very much. So, yeah, let me get this stuff out of the way. I'll bring you back for a closing, and we'll wrap it up. So, yeah, that's going to do it for part 3 of the Marui Ninja from 1987. Restored in 2022. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, I have to thank Jason. So if you're on eBay at all, most vintage guys are on eBay. If you're on eBay at all, look for J Hobbies 20 is his store. Absolute gentleman. His name is Jason, Mr. Marui. He's always got tons of vintage parts up there. He usually has vintage cars up there. I got to give him a shout out. This car wouldn't be what it is without him. I know obviously I bought this car from him as part of the Shogun deal, but I wouldn't have new tires for this car if that didn't happen. So Jason, thank you so much for the Shogun. I can't thank you enough for that. Absolutely mint Shogun. And then thank you for giving me a deal on the Ninja so that I could get this one 100% complete. Like I said, I don't know what I'll do with this one. Maybe when I do the Shogun restoration, we'll do a giveaway or something and get this one into somebody else's hands. So if you're not already subscribed and have your notifications on, make sure you turn them on so that you don't miss the Shogun restoration. And then soon enough, we'll have the Samurai as well. So if you're a Marui fan, we're going to do a custom Samurai sometime here in the future. And then I've also got a new in-box Samurai that I might end up building out in box art. But I definitely want to do the one that I have in the custom colors, white, gray, and black. I've seen a few of them, and they are absolutely off the hook in those colors. And then at some point as well, we have the Hunter. We've got two Hunters that we need to kind of marry together to make one good one. So I've already got the Shogun decals. I'll get online tonight and order a Shogun reproduction body. It's really the only way to go. You can't find a Shogun, never mind a Shogun original body. So yeah, we're gonna end up having to go that route, but no big deal. So again, thank you for watching. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please support the channel by subscribing, liking. Let me know what you think of the Ninja. If you like this car, you know, if you've never heard of it, you know, what your thoughts are. I think it's an absolutely awesome vintage buggy from 1987. You think of the time period and what that thing looks like from 1987, absolutely stunning. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Thanks.